What is up, everybody? This is Night Shift, and I'm here in week 5 to show you guys the recruiting. And as you guys will notice, the recruiting videos will be getting shorter and shorter because there's going to be less and less to do. So gonna make sure to speed them up. As you can see, I got 26 guys in the list, which means one guy is not going to make it. But I'm pretty much first on everybody's list, and I'm really only having to fight it out with like one guy. So I'm gonna spend all this time on a couple of guys, and just make sure that at this point, just to spend time on guys, just to spend time. Everybody's pretty much all but mine. Um, all the visits are going to be coming up. I got a couple of visits this week. I got a bunch of guys ready, as you can see right there. We don't have any more promises to do, so I'm going to make sure that I do my scouting. So let's see what I got for some scouting on some of these guys. I hate when it doesn't show you their speed on the first try. Who's next? 89. It could be okay. We'll see. Let's try another wide receiver. Yeah, let's go with the tight end. Finish his recruiting up. Go with the other wide receiver. And again, he doesn't get the speed on the first try. I hate that. Alright, so now that the recruiting's done, I'm gonna do some phone calls and keep it quick. These guys, I'm just gonna give them 10 minutes of my time so that those other guys at the top of the list can get 30, 40, 55 minutes. Or 55, yeah, that's a good number. An hour. This guy's ready to be scheduled, so I'll send him to the Bowling Green game. Hoping I should be able to win that game. You guys saw me get crushed last week by Miami. Yeah, that kind of sucked. But if you expect to run the table in your first season when you're using a team like this on Heisman difficulty, it's going to be very difficult. And sometimes the computer just decides it's going to win some of the games, and there's nothing you can do about it. Unless you're using some kind of glitch or something like that. But as you can see watching my gameplay, I'm not using any glitches. Some plays work and some plays don't. I got an A plus on this guy, and that's very high. That's gonna work. I'll be able to talk to him about the same thing every week and keep his interest building with just that one thing. Get like 100 points a week on him. I'm basically just here showing you guys what I'm doing to get through the recruiting. There's not much to tell at this point. I've shown you guys the strategy in the first couple of videos. These are just more like updates so you guys can see how their recruits are progressing in this particular dynasty. See what guys that I'm really interested in getting. At this point, it really doesn't matter how I spend my time. All these guys I'm gonna get no matter what. There's not any. There's no other school that's around to take them away from me. They're all way too far behind. So that's the point that I wanted to make to you guys. Like as you can see, this tight end, he's not very interested in anything that I'm good at. Yet I'm still going to be able to pull him off because there's no other school that's even close to being around on him. And most of these guys I'm spending like 20 minutes on at a time, and I'm still in first place on their boards. So that's just that's to show you guys that you don't have to have A plus stuff. You just got to recruit the right guys to make your school better. And then make sure that by season 3 all of your promises get filled. Make sure, or not get filled, but make sure you keep all your promises, and that'll give you a huge recruiting advantage for the next couple of seasons after that. Just make sure those promises are very, very important to be kept. So you're gonna do the easy ones, or at least they're easy for me. Some of the MAC conference, you're gonna win the MAC. After your first season, you should be able to win the MAC. Then you're gonna work on the no red shirt. That's the easiest promise in the world to keep. And what was the other one? No red shirt. Conference. And wow, I'm actually spacing right now. I cannot remember what the other promises that I like to offer. Oh, right. The the other promise that I like to offer is the winning record against rivals. Since most of these guys play, or most of these guys that you're recruiting play in states that it's easy to get a game in. Like for instance, I'm obviously gonna play a game every year in Ohio because there's so many um, guys or so many teams that are in Ohio that if I have a recruit that's from Ohio, you can just offer him the promise to play in that state, and that'll do the trick as well. But that's for later on, or in case you're uncomfortable with the conference championship, you can do that. All right, so we're down to 3 hours and 10 minutes for the last couple of guys, and I know you can't really tell why I like this guy, but I got a feeling about this guy. I think he's gonna be. I think he's gonna be decent. And that's one thing. You just gotta go with your instinct. Get guys that you think that you're gonna be able to play good with. Like that guy's a 54 overall wide receiver according to the computer, but we'll see. We'll see if he ends up that way. But I'll finish this up, and yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. Just wanted to keep you guys updated on what's going on with the recruiting. Not many more tips to offer, except for make sure that when your guys are ready to visit, they visit. You want to get those visits in as soon as possible. Um, it really doesn't matter in year one. Your guys aren't going to get A pluses on their visits. You don't have enough things that they like or the things that they like that you're good at to get an A plus visit. So in this particular case, UMass doesn't have any rivalry games in the MAC that I could play this season, so I can't I can't have a rivalry game. So you want to make sure that maybe you get a conference game that could possibly get on TV. That might help with the recruiting grade, but that's about it. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for this video. I want to thank you guys, and stay tuned for the highlights of Week 5 against Ohio next.
Hello everyone, I'm Brad Nessler, and beside me in the booth is Kirk Herbstreit. Erin Andrews is also with us. She'll be reporting from the sidelines. Welcome to another game of NCAA football. We're brought to you by our friends at Dove Men Plus Care. Be comfortable in your own skin. Today's game is between the Bobcats and the Minutemen.
Okay, so here we go with the highlights against Ohio. Alright, we're going to start out in the first quarter. You see I again can't convert a third down, which sucks. Alright, so here they go on their first drive, their third down. They miss. They're going to go ahead and try to kick like a 55-yard field goal. And it's not going to be good. Alright, the ensuing drive, I'm going to drive it down inside the 20. And this is second down. I go for the touchdown. It was almost a huge mistake right there, but luckily they didn't pick it off, so I decided that I'm just going to run this draw play right here and take the 3 points so I can get on the board first, and that should help the team out. Alright, so kick that in, and it's good. And take the 3-0 lead into halftime. Alright, beginning of the second half. They come out firing. Boom. First down. Very next play. Drop or screen. I missed the tackle there. Goes for a huge play. I eventually catch up to him inside the 20. And then the very next play, he's just going to run it right in there. So, you got 3 plays in a matter of, 18 seconds. And that goes for a touchdown. That kind of sucked. Alright, so I pick it up next drive right here. Get a nice first down. Finally, I'm able to throw the ball a little bit. Here, we're going to pick it up again on third down later in the drive. Nice conversion right there. Right in the middle of the field. And again, now it's 3rd and 20. And I'm actually going to get sacked on like the 50. So I'm actually going to go for it here on 4th and 29, looking for the miracle. And let's see what kind of defense they give me. Oh, look at R1, he's wide open. And he's got a touchdown. That was crazy, I didn't expect that. Alright, so I'm up 10-7. Here's the very first play of the next drive. I'm going to throw the interception, and that will pretty much seal the game if I can get into the end zone here. Here's a 3rd down conversion, get me inside the 10, and there's another 3rd down. We're going to punch it right in there with the backup running back for the touchdown. And this is their last breath right here, and I get another pick to seal the deal. And 17-7 is going to be your final. And yeah, that's it. So I'm going to show you guys some of the stats from the game real quick so you can see who I've been using. Alright, and you see that I was 5 of 7 for 90 and a touchdown with Pagel. And Cox had 45 yards rushing. And Dowling had the big touchdown catch. You see the offensive line is not great. They're not getting many pancakes. But you see right down there, you got Smith and Burt with the 2 big interceptions, which basically sealed the game for me. Alright guys, that's it. Catch you next time. Peace. For all the Call of Duty Zombies lovers out there, make sure you check out our website at miazombieclan.com.